Well, the holiday shopping season has many Americans looking closely at prices. That is for sure. The government just released the November report on inflation. So let's just take the medicine. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger is with us this morning. Good morning, Jill. What are the numbers? Tell us.
All right. A little bit of medicine, but also some good news, too. So we saw a tiny acceleration of prices from October to November, but prices overall, the headline consumer price index up 3.1% from a year ago, a little bit better than the October number. We're at the lowest level in more than 2.5 years, so that's the good news. But the core rate, it's still at 4%. That's about 2 times what the Fed wants. Some details. Shelter still contributing so much to this index, up 6.5% from a year ago. Energy prices, though, you're feeling happy at the pump, down 5.4% from a year ago. If you're talking about food prices, there's a real difference between eating home and going out. So prices at home up 1.7% from a year ago. If you're feeling flush, go out to dinner because you're going to have to feel flush. Prices are up 5.3% when you go out of the house to eat.
Wow, holy cow. We've been feeling those good gas prices here, though, so we're not complaining about that, that's for sure. You say there is another measure of inflation that has also shown some progress. What is that? Why is it important?
Okay, it's called the PCE index, the Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index. That's a mouthful. Just say PCE. Why is this important? Because the Federal Reserve says this is their preferred measure of inflation. And it has shown that we are seeing prices down pretty dramatically over the past 6 months. We saw the core PCE rate rising at a 2.5% annualized rate. Fed wants it at 2%, so 2.5% is pretty close. Previous 6 months, it was at 4.5%. So the Fed's going to be happy that over the last 12 months, we have made a lot of progress.
Well, let's keep talking about the Fed for just another second. They conclude their last meeting of the year tomorrow. So what's expected out of that one?
I think they're going to tell us we are delighted. They don't use the word delighted. We are happy that we're seeing some price pressures ease. But the problem is that these numbers are still above what the Fed would like, and that will give them the ammunition to keep short-term interest rates at the current level. That's 5.25% to 5.5%. So if you're a borrower, you're not going to see any real change. If you're a saver, you're happy because you're able to lock in, probably 5% savings rates in those high-yield savings accounts, money market accounts, and short-term CDs. So good news for savers, not such good news for borrowers.
Can we do a whole segment sometime, Jill, on high-yield savings accounts because they're hard to find and not all the banks are giving them, but people really want them.
Wait a minute. I got a place for you. You ready?
Yeah.
It's called depositaccounts.com. Depositaccounts.com. It's an aggregation site, and they do all the work looking for you.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm so glad I asked. Thank you, my dear. You can catch Jill regularly on CBS Mornings and, of course, on the CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell and every week here on QC Morning. We'll see you soon, Jill. Thank you.
Thank you.